What's up, people? What is up? What is up? Hello, everyone. Hey, everybody. Shondo's around the building. Shondo's around the room. Hey, 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 and hey. Yeah. What's going on, people? We're here. I've noticed that I've gotten away from putting Shondo's in my own chat. So let me put a Shondo in my own chat and greet you all properly. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Jason. Hey, y'all. What is up and what is going on? What's going on? So let me turn my head around because I feel like y'all can't see me. All right. There we go. You can see me now. Um, yeah, y'all, what's up? What is up? So, hey, Miss Trisha. So y'all knew, I'm sure, as you all woke up this morning and were gifted with that video gem that DaBaby gave us. Y'all knew I had to come on here and talk about it as only I can. As only I can. Now, I'm trying to wait for a little bit and allow people to get in before I play the actual footage. Well, I feel like it's something in my nose. Um, I am going to play the footage and let you all see what it is we're talking about because it's a mess, just a damn mess. Now, this happened this weekend at the Rolling Loud concert. Rolling Loud is a concert. Um, well, let me just a little bit of history. Years ago, we're talking about maybe about 12 or so years ago. They used to have a huge music festival in Miami called the Langarado Music Festival, which was huge. And when I say huge, you're talking about, why do I feel like it's something in my nose? I'm trying to get it out off the screen, but it's not coming out. Get out. All right. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that took care of it. Anyway, they used to have this thing called Langarado Music Festival. And there was literally, and I'm not exaggerating the numbers, anywhere between 100,000 people to one of the biggest show. I think they said they had about 215,000 people, and they used to have it in South Florida, but it was in the middle of the Everglades, really on an Indian reservation, and so they had acres and acres and acres of land. They used to have five huge sound stages, like think of like a Woodstock type stage, but they would have like five of them. And you would literally see a sea of thousands of people out there. And it lasted for like 3, 4 days. And they actually let them do every illicit drug known to man because it was on the Indian reservation, so there weren't any rules. Their only rule was you couldn't bring your own alcohol because they were partnered with Budweiser and the beer companies. You had to buy beer from them. Anything else, they had a tent for opium, a tent for acid, a tent for cocaine, a tent for shrooms, a tent for weed. They had like, you name it, they had it out there for you. They stopped doing that, and then that turned into the old. And so Miami, Dade County saw that just outside of the city of Miami city limits out in the Everglades. It's still Miami-Dade County, but it was out in the Everglades. They saw that all that money was being made by the Indian reservation, and the capitalist American society said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to have no parts of that. We need all that change. So then they had it morphed into the Ultra Music Festival, which happened in Dade County, right next to Bayside area, right in downtown. Hey, Abby. And no, this was in Miami-Dade County, Chantel, not Duval County. And so Ultra Music Festival didn't have the 100,000+ people, but it wasn't that far off because it went on for like 3 or 4 days as well. And it had tens and it was pushing 100,000 many years. And I think one year they said it might have gotten there. But it was so hard for the city to put that on because it became a nightmare to house all of those people, and the music was so loud, and people who stayed out. It just became a nuisance. And there was, I think, the contract was up, and I think it was the same year a hurricane came that weekend, and they had to cancel it, and they never went back to doing it again. In comes Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud came in the midst of doing that, but Rolling Loud wasn't that big. But when Ultra stopped happening, everybody who was going to Ultra, because Ultra was for the EMD people. Isn't that what they call it? Electronic music, EDM people, electronic digital music or whatever. It's for those people. The Langarado Music Festival was more so rock, heavy metal, grunge, all of that stuff. And they had rap groups out there too. But anyway, Rolling Loud is kind of like what Langarado was, where there's a mixture. They have some rap, they have some hip hop, they have some rock, they have at least when it's down in Miami, they have some EDM or whatever. So it's a huge event. tens of thousands of people there. So last night, your boy DaBaby was there, and he had a set. And during his set, he went on a rant. I'm gonna play for you all said rant that he went on. Let me get it set up for y'all. All right. All right, let's make this big. I'm trying to, oh, there it is.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air. Let's be real about this shit. Yeah, keep it fucking real. Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
I'm gonna let it play again.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air. Let's be real about this shit. Yeah, keep it fucking real. Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
One more time for the people in the back.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air. Let's be real about this shit. Yeah, keep it fucking real. Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
All right, stop that. So when you have a large platform with tens of thousands of people watching you, you decide, sir, that it's a good idea to say that. I'm gonna let y'all, tell me what I'm supposed to do with that. What do y'all want me to do with that? I mean, what? What do y'all want me to do with that? Now, show me DaBaby on the doll where he hurt you. Because that does not sound like the typical homophobic rant of somebody who just is heavy laden with homophobia. That sounds like the homophobic rant of somebody who's recently been touched. That was personal. That was somebody who was churched. Now, I'm gonna first give it to some of my people, some of the members of the LGBTQIA plus community. Y'all remember when, was it last year or year before last, when that young man's meat pictures hit Al Gore's Good Internet, And the girls were all in love with him. I saw people say, "Oh, that's my baby daddy. That's my next boo thing. He's gonna be the next dot 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 for me. Oh, I want him to beat my blocks in this, that, and the third." What say you now? He's the same person. He is the same person. He's the same ugly motherfucker who looks as if he like he does he not have the look like someone who has the funk of 40,000 years hanging on him? Like there's this he comes into the room and there's this scent that you go and you start smelling yourself, you go and you be like, nah, I know. Nah, I know I ain't stank. You ain't never had that happen. Somebody walk in the room and you be like, is that me? You start to question yourself, knowing good and fucking well that ain't you. Now, I don't feel the need to have to debunk what he's saying or talk about the fact that if you're stupid enough to think that someone with HIV and AIDS is going to die in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you're the dumbest person alive. I don't feel the need to do that because if I have to do that, then we are in a whole other. I don't even need to go down that road. But why you got to be bothered with the people getting their dick sucked in the motherfucking parking lot? That's my question. Show me on the doll, please. Show me on the doll what part of your penis did um did one of my sisters, one of the girls, use their teeth on? Because clearly you had a bad experience, young man, down there to the parking lot before you came up on stage. You was down in the parking lot getting your dick sucked. And maybe mama didn't, was still working out her ability, and maybe your dick was too big for her. And she used the little teeth that then grazed your head. And maybe that's why you are on this homophobic rant in the middle of the Rolling Loud. Okay? And then, because see, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Mama was getting his dick sucked in the motherfucking parking lot by one of the girls. I ain't saying GIRLS. I'm saying GURLS. Okay. Mama was getting some head from one of the girls. Baby, she turned on her Jacked app. And I'm gonna tell you what it's known what the celebs do on the Jacked app. They don't put their picture up there. They do one or two pictures. Most times they don't put their picture up there. They'll put a picture of somebody else to throw you off. And then when you meet them, you be surprised. Or they do put a picture of themselves up there and they figure nobody's ever going to believe it's that person on there. And so nobody ever hits them up because they like, child, stop catfishing people. And they really do. Yeah, one of those two things. Anyway, mama turned on Jack while she was at this Rolling Out music festival with thousands upon thousands of people. Okay. One of the girls met her at the park. He said, meet me over here by this bathroom. He met her by the bathroom. They went to the back of the parking lot where they didn't think nobody would see them. Mama started slurping on him, okay? Mama used one too many teeth. He threw her out the car and she went back to the festival. He went up on stage right after that. He then went on this rant or whatever. Hey, BR Burns. Hey, Lock Queen. And if you didn't know, somebody threw a goddamn shoe at his ass on stage. Somebody chucked the goddamn shoe at his ass like he was motherfucking George W. Bush over there. Where was George W. Bush at? Was he in Iraq? Wherever he was. When he was at the podium talking and somebody chucked the shoe. He had to I didn't know George W. Bush had it in him to move to the side. That Mama was, quick with it. But he did his best George W. Bush impersonation. I'm telling you what happened was Mama, the same girl that had just sucked him off, maybe gave him too much teeth action, heard him on stage talking about her. Mama pulled off her shoe and chucked it at his ass and said, I know the fuck you lie. Fuck. That's what happened. That's what the fuck happened. That's what the fuck happened. And so I'm just saying that's what happened. Show me on the doll where he hurt you, because that whole HIV/AIDS rate. I mean, I feel like me and my child was talking about it. I feel like what happened was he had a friend that he didn't think was gay or whatever. Found out the friend was gay, and the friend was getting his dick sucked in a parking lot or something, or found out his friend had HIV. And he found out his friend had HIV and his friend died, and now you want to go on stage talking about, uh, put your lighters up if you got HIV or STD. He tried to clean it up real fast. He thought he was doing something by, because he started off saying HIV and AIDS and then tried to clean it up, backpedal and pussy pop and say STD or whatnot. And you ain't gonna die in 2 or 3 weeks. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When the last time you heard somebody died in 2 or 3 weeks from STD? Or even AIDS for that matter. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, you don't catch AIDS today and in 2 weeks you check it out here. That's not how this works. I feel like he lost somebody close to him and thought dude was straight. He might have lost one of his own bust downs that, he'd be on the low side. This gives me more than just a homophobic rant or a closeted gay man's rant. This sounds like something personal that touched him in his spirit. You got touched. I'm going to ignore the fact, because I saw somebody put in the comments that he's been mentored by 50 Cent. And if that's the case, I'm going to not take the opportunity to talk about how horrible this is for the silverback gorilla community. I'm going to not take the opportunity to explain why Jane Goodall and the rest of her people and the people who filmed Gorillas in the Mist are disappointed in his words and actions. I'm going to not take the opportunity to tell you that in order to go to this Rolling Loud concert, they allowed him out of his gorilla containment down there to the zoo. Not gonna take the opportunity to do that. No. Nope. Not gonna do that. And for you to be coming for gay LGBTQIA plus individuals, well, not all, he wasn't coming for the whole community, he was coming for gay men, let's be clear. It's not the most masculine of things, sir. You're not flexing your Y chromosome. You're not flaunting your exuberance of testosterone by naming yourself DaBaby. I'm just saying, last time I checked, motherfuckers are not just naming themselves DaBaby. I'm just being really clear, okay? Now, maybe when Uncle Donkey Kong used to play with you when you was a real little boy, he called you DaBaby and that stuck. But I don't know if Uncle Donkey Kong saw that when you was a grown ass man, you were still gonna be calling yourself DaBaby. I just want to know. I just want to know. Does he not know that the members of the gay community specifically, I ain't gonna speak about the whole LGBTQIA plus. I'm gonna talk about the gay, the G. We talk about the G, just us G's over here. Stop playing with a real G over here because we are real G over here. We are the G over here. We're a real G over here. Okay. Stop playing with a real G. And the real G's over here likes to fight. You don't know we about that life. You don't know we love to be windmilling. Hey, Xavier. You don't know, hey, Irene. You don't know we love the windmill out here. Do you really think in 2021 we not here for all the smoke around here? We're here for all of the smoke. All of it. Do you not see the girls down here to Atlanta? We fight on a weekly basis at the club. Baby, that is a part of you going to the club nowadays in 2021. You go, you have your little pregame, get drunk and get high at home or at your doghouse, leave, roll up at the club, go to the club, suck a dick in the bathroom stall, have another drink or three, shake your ass, twerk it up and down in the club, have somebody step on your foot the wrong way before you come out the club, come out that club and immediately get to windmilling and dragging whores up and down the street in front of the club while the girls are taping. Girl, we about this life. We are very, very well versed in the art form of whooping a bitch ass, of knucking if you bucking. The G's are here for all of this smoke, dear one. Do you not think we were gonna address you, girl? Girl. And see, here's the thing. I hope you ain't think that because you got a big piece of meat over there that made you untouchable, that the girls weren't gonna reach for you. Girl, everybody in the community, girl, all the girls, nah, I shouldn't say all the girls, but a whole lot of the girls got big ass meat and we still drag their ass. Girl, what? Show us on the doll what STD you caught that you thought was AIDS. See, that's probably what happened. Because he seems like an ill-informed and unintelligent enough individual who probably got down with one of the girls. One of the girls churched him in and gave him some of the good that's not so good, where he was leaking from his pee hole, where you was doing your reenactment of the yin yang twin. He's leaking, he's soaking wet, shaking like a salt shaker. Baby, your dick was leaking. And you thought it was, you thought you had to, because it was a dude that you had to mess with, you immediately thought you had AIDS or HIV, because immediately, that's immediately what y'all think about every gay person. Oh, they must have HIV. Because you're stupid. And you believe all of this stupid ass stereotypes. Show us again on the doll where he hurt you. I dare you. I listen, DaBaby. I dare you to bring that smoke over here to us. See, you thought that you were protected. You thought you had cover because you were at this Rolling Loud event, and you think that us, the G's, don't go to stuff like that. Oh, we go to everything. We are everywhere. And I bet you had a whole entourage protecting you when your stinking ass left there. I bet you had, it was 3 and 4 deep in terms of the entourage you had surrounding you. They had you in a 3, 4 deep ass bubble. Child. Girl, mama had done fucked around and threw her legs in the air, and mama had done got fucked too hard and didn't know the dick, didn't the dick hurt her too bad. Mama ain't couldn't take the dick, honey. Mama had done got touched and she came out there on stage and wanted to go in and let out. Listen. Show us on the doll where he hurt you. And I'm saying he. Okay? Listen. You come over here to the G's with the smoke, and we will meet you with more smoke. You might be right, Xavier. You might be right. He probably did break up, just got broke up with his boo thing, and now you mad with the world. Or you found, or your boo thing just passed away, and you found out that your boo thing had the hot sauce, and that's how he died, and now you scared you finna die just like your boo thing. Don't get mad at us. Show us on the doll where he hurt you. Mm-mm. Listen, I didn't know that part. Red lipstick. I would love to see that. If you got a if you got the video of that, I would love to see that so we can find out who that member of the G's is, and we can try and gather her and see, say, girl, what you doing? Girl, child. Listen, don't look DaBaby. Don't try to come back over here. Do not try to backpedal and pussy pop your way out of this, honey. Live in your truth, honey. Girl, you want to smoke with us? Girl, we want that same kind of smoke with you. Shout out to the 27 in the chat because I love the number 27. That's my favorite number. But girl, mama, mama, girl, mama. Uncle Donkey Kong must not have taught you that the G's like to fight. That the G's got all the smoke in the world for you. Okay? I'm just saying. Mama is, let's talk about the real Mama is mad because now here's what Mama is mad because our boy is doing better than him in terms of sales and relevance in the music industry. And our boy is gay, loud, proud, and unapologetic about it. And so Mama wanted to establish relevancy again and try to think that coming at the G's was a good way to do that because you're stupid. Like, I'm telling you, that's what that was. Mama saw Lil Nas X's numbers for his last few, because he done went to #1 again for his last few songs, and he's upset that he doesn't have those same numbers in popularity. And so now, in his anger, he wants to come at the G's. The G's are here for the smoke, boo. We here for all of it. I bet you won't walk without your whole entourage next place you go. I bet you that. I bet you everywhere you go now, boo, you're going to have a whole ass entourage because the G's like to fight. They're here for all the smoke. Everyone thought Lil Nas X would be a one-hit wonder, but my boo is already put accolade. Give him 10 years, and he'll be getting a video of that child. Exactly. Saucy Man Santana is more relevant than DaBaby is. And you mad because the G's are winning, and you thought picking a fight with the G's was going to help you? Boo. I dare you. I dare you to walk by yourself without an entourage. Just walk. Come on in our area, boo. Come on round. Come on round. Girl, we will beat you down and suck your dick afterwards. What? Beat you all the way down. Then suck your dick, film it, and put it all over Al Gore's good internet. I'm telling you what the girls will do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, we know he's not creative when the limits of his brain cells is the fact that people die in 2 to 3 weeks from AIDS and HIV. And why hate on those of us getting our dick sucked or sucking dick in a motherfucking parking lot? Bitch, we ain't do shit to you. Let us suck a dick in the parking lot. You don't say nothing when women out here sucking dick in the parking lot. I don't see you saying a goddamn word with women sucking dick in the parking lot or sucking cooch in the parking lot. You ain't saying nothing. Why you gotta hate on a man getting his dick sucked by another man in the parking lot? Let them live. Girl, where's your gripe, honey? Who used teeth on you this time, honey? Please tell me. Who used it? Please explain to me. Who? And then you talk about, oh yeah, if your coochie smell like water, then put your lighters in the air. Wait, what? Now, I'm not a coochie cooter aficionado, okay? Let's be clear. And what if I live in Flint, Michigan? Do you want my coochie to smell like water if I live in Flint, Michigan, or some of these other countless numbers of cities where the water smells like fecal matter or the water smells like a sewage tank? You want it to smell like water then? This is the depths of his creative and intellectual ability. Wait, what T.I. bitch ass, little dick ass T.I. said? I don't know what. I ain't even see the part about T.I. Child, girl, child. T.I. is a whole ass clown. He's a fucking ass clown. Anybody who at this point thinks it's a good idea to cart Tory Lane's ass out anywhere, that should tell you, how intelligent they are. But that goddamn T.I. is a whole ass clown. Fucking ass clown. That's how you know he ain't getting no cooch. That's how you know some man has hurt him. He's not into the cooch or the cooter. Because I don't know people out here talking about if your cooch smell like water. I've never heard anybody say, yeah, my coochie smell like water, bitch. Bitch, my pussy smell like water, hoe. Wait, what? Now, women, I'm not an aficionado on the cooter or the cooch. Put a 20, put a 1 in the chat if your cooch should smell like water, or put a 27 in the chat if it's not a compliment for somebody to say that your cooch smell like water. Because I need to know, women in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you should have your cooch smelling like water, or a 27 in the chat if it's not a compliment for somebody to say your cooch smells like water. I just want to know, because I'm not an aficionado on all things cooch and cooter. I just want to know. Just want to know. I'm just saying. Wait a minute, Xavier. So let me get this straight. As straight as I can get it. Let me look this up. So y'all said that T.I. said that if Lil Nas X expresses himself, then hold on. Hold on. Let me. I'm now. Y'all gonna make me go on a search to find this fuck shit. Hold your line. Hold your line. Oh, it's right here. Oh, bitch. Oh. Oh. T.I. Here's. I'm reading the article I just pulled up. I'm reading it with y'all. T.I. defended DaBaby by comparing him to Lil Nas X this past weekend during a performance at the Rolling Loud Festival held at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Rapper DaBaby went on in a reported homophobic rant that stunned audience members. Now fellow rapper T.I., who is no stranger to controversy himself, is coming to his defense. Quote, if you don't show up today with HIV or AIDS or any of them deadly sexual transmitted diseases, then put your cell phone lighter up. DaBaby, real name Jonathan Lindell Kirk, announced during his performance. Quote, ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone lighter up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up. End quote. He then added that he was just, quote, keeping it real. As if that wasn't bad enough, DaBaby was set, whose set was scheduled right after Megan Thee Stallion, because that's disrespectful as hell, performed his verse on Megan's hit song Cry Baby, then brought her alleged shooter Tory Lanez on stage disguised in costume, because he's just so out of order, so out of pocket. Not surprisingly, social media soon lit up with fans accusing the 29-year-old of homophobia, anti-HIV rhetoric, and misogyny. However, when the Shade Room posted about the incident, T.I. stepped in the comment section to defend him. Quote, if Lil Nas X can kick his shit in peace, so should DaBaby, end quote. He responded along with an emoji of himself shrugging and the hashtag equality. How he feels, quote, how he feels it's necessary to jump in drama that has nothing to do with him all a while going through the things he's going through at his big age is very weird, end quote, opined one reader. Now, let me read this comment again. This ass clown says of DaBaby, quote, if Lil Nas X can kick his shit, so should DaBaby. Hashtag equality. You know what he sounds like? He sounds like the same racist ass white people who, when they talk about organizations like the NAACP and the Black Panther Party and so forth, they say that that is the reason why white people deserve to have organizations like the Ku Klux Klan. That's their justification for having white supremacist organizations, because they say, well, if black people can have the NAACP and the Black Panther Party and all of their organizations, then white people should be able to do the same thing because it's all equal. You want to be equal, right? You want equality, right? So let me understand this. 3.5-inch dick having ass T.I., who reportedly is out here allegedly accused of raping and sexually assaulting dozens of women at this point with his wife, doing any allegedly doing all types of sex trafficking and doing horrific things to women sexually, right? Instead of worrying about what the lawyers are doing to try to help you with your case, instead of worrying about how you have ruined your own career and have ruined the careers of so many other people around you who hung out with you, who had anything to do with you, you thought that it was a good idea for you to get in the comment section and try to compare the anti-HIV statements, the homophobic statements, and the fact that you came up on stage right after Megan Thee Stallion and carted out the man who shot her. And you want to defend that young man by saying hashtag equality. Because if Lil Nas X can kick his shit in peace, so should DaBaby. I'm doing everything. I need some. sour neon gummy bear because sugar levels, y'all. Give me I, what I can't, y'all. I feel it. This is happening. Give me a moment, y'all, because my sugar levels. Please, I can't. Nope, I'm not doing this with y'all. Nope, y'all trying to get my sugar levels up. Y'all trying to have me have whole ass meltdown. I'm not doing this with y'all today. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm, nope. Y'all trying to take me down this road, huh? I have my whole sugar levels going up. I just can't. I can't. Like, I'm trying to y'all. Oh God. I just need I just need this sugar. All right, I might can make it now. I might can make it now. I had to turn my name red because I'm seeing red at this point. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? What the hell do y'all want from me? Hey Amber. So this motherfucker, because Lil Nas X simply making a video expressing himself and his whole sexual orientation and experience should be equated to someone accusing people of dying from an STD or an STI. And y'all wonder why Keisha Lance Bottoms had to say she wasn't running for election no more, re-election no more? Because remember, she was out here carting that ass clown around the city of Atlanta when she was getting elected the first time. I'm about to get off here in a minute, y'all, because I don't want to slide into Really B's time. I know it's almost time for Really B to go live. Abby, are you still in the bushes? Abby, if you're in the bushes, say something. Cause I need to know if Really B. I don't know what time. I know she's doing her live with Scotty them tonight, but I don't want to run into her normal time. I know she usually go live about 6:30. So I don't wanna, go into her normal time. I mean, I, what do y'all want from me? everything that DaBaby did was wrong. Everything that he did on his set was fucking wrong. There was nothing right about it. They should have started chucking bricks at him, not just goddamn shoes. Just start chucking bricks up there, knives, blunt objects, anything to scare him off stage, okay? Any goddamn thing. But then, what's up, Nappy Child? But then you got ass clowns. I like the way Nappy Child does the Shondo spelled out with the Shondo emoji. That's cute, Nappy Child. That's cute. But then you got ass clowns like T.I., who is still being fucking, who people still see it for, I should say. Now, this is no slight to Jason and all of my other heterosexual men, black men specifically out there, because I love heterosexual black men. Listen. And for the most part, heterosexual black men are wonderful, phenomenal kings that are living on this earth, and who, along with black women, brought forth the entirety of the human species and diaspora. However, there's a whole lot of black men out there that think exactly the same way as fucking T.I. and DaBaby, which is why they think that it's okay. They think still in 2021, it's okay to have these fucking bigoted ass viewpoints and let them sit out there in the air. Let them leave your mouth and be uttered out of your lips and fucking just sit out there like that's just how it goes, and that's the gospel truth. And not only do you have a lot of black men that think that way, you have a lot of black women who are down for that kind of shit and support it. Still in 2021. I want y'all to know, have y'all seen the hate that every time, as much as people hate on as much as we in the gay community herald and applaud Lil Nas X for the things that he does, you have, I mean, if you haven't looked at that comment section underneath his videos and underneath his Instagram and stuff, it is, the hatred there is for real. It is dangerous, the things that are being said in the comment sections about some of the things that he does. The same shit that DaBaby is saying, the same shit that T.I. is applauding him for and saying hashtag fucking equality, is the same shit that had that horrific event happened to that little boy down in Atlanta, where they had the gay, the word gay carved into his head. That's the same type of bullshit and bigotry. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that, I'm just going, let's just call, we here now. We are here now, so we might as well just go. It's, you know how these things are created? Because as much as I am now castigating and will continue to castigate and call out a lot of straight black men who perpetuate this level of fuckery, a lot of them were given that ideology from black women who raised them and taught them that they better not be gay, who raised them and made them feel bad about anything that was remotely feminine, because a man can't be feminine. Mind you, every human being is born with both estrogen and testosterone. So you have both masculine and feminine in every single human being walking the face of the earth. There's masculinity and femininity in every single human being across the human diaspora. It is scientifically proven. But especially in our community, the Black community, you see the perpetuation of bigotry and homophobia that starts in the home and is started a lot of times by some Black women raising Black boys that tell them that they can't even remotely, cry, show emotions, emote, have any feelings, or do anything feminine. Which is why, for the same reason, you're going to have women, Black women, who are going to have a problem, who will high five T.I. and say that T.I. and Tiny didn't do anything wrong. It's the Black women's fault for snitching, because you need to protect Black men and you need not snitch on them and you need not be out here trying to take them to court. You probably got a lot of Black women who DaBaby went up in their estimation because of these bigoted ass comments. And here's an uncomfortable thing. I can say the same thing for some of my gay Black men. There are gay Black men who the shit that DaBaby just did and said makes him go up in their estimation. They're just that self-hating and self-loathing. That type of bigotry and you know display of masculinity in their because that's not masculinity to me, but in their estimation, that's a display of masculinity, makes him go up in their estimation. I ain't even gonna go down. I see you, Herbert TV junkie. Thank you for being here. That's my boo right there. Listen, if we get started on the Black church, child, we'll be here a whole nother hour. Where's Abby? I need her to text Really B and see if Really B is going live. Anybody see? Y'all let me know if you see the if Really B you know how they have the reminder or notification. If you get a notification about Really B's live, let me know, because I need to get off here and respect Really B's time slot. I mean, exactly, Xavier. Exactly. You are exactly right. Listen, you learn the story of David and Jonathan, and if that ain't, a story of two lovers, I don't know what is. The story of David and Jonathan. We're not going to even go down the road that, and I say this all the time, that scripture in Deuteronomy when they talked about man laying with another man being an abomination and this, that, and the third. The fact that the translation of that got it wrong because they used two separate words in Aramaic when it was originally wrote. And what they were saying was there were two separate words. One word was man, one was boy, meaning if a man lays with a little boy, they're talking pedophilia, not anything to do with homosexuality, which was not even a term that they knew or even recognized in biblical times. Not a term or anything that it was even that translation when they changed it from boy to man came when there was the translation, and it wasn't even the first translation. It was the translation that happened in the mid 1800s. It wasn't the original um, translation that happened under the canon. This was a way later on translation. Don't get me started. Please don't get me started. And technically, Xavier, the Bible wasn't even written in Hebrew, because the Hebrew language came after the original language that the Bible was written in. And see, you got to really get to being a biblical scholar. These are some of the same people. You still got people in the Baptist church thinking that Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. Idiotic. Y'all don't get me started. But let them tell you, it's a whole gay agenda. Gay people at best make up 10% of the population. And if we have the ability to have that much influence on American culture and society that there's an alleged gay agenda, then shout out to us, because that shows you how strong and how powerful we are, and we would not apologize for it. So if you think that there's a gay agenda, fine, cool, great, do something about it. Not going to apologize at all. You mad? Please, Lil Nas X, continue to make your videos with naked black gay men flailing their penises all over the stage. Please. That would have been so much karma had Lil Nas X came up right after DaBaby set and just had naked ass men behind him just dancing and flailing their penises and fucking on the fucking stage behind him. Dear God. Just a mess. Just a mess. I mean, when you're really they, and the fact that with the Egyptians and the slave, they alluded to it, but changed the story. They alluded to that in the Bible a little bit, but kind of changed the story to make it sound more magical, because they alluded to the fact that the Egyptians never showed them what's known as curious workmanship, meaning the only thing that they even if I'm going biblical, the only thing that the Egyptians allowed them to make was ashlars or blocks or bricks. They never showed them how to make anything ornamental or anything that's called curious workmanship, because they wanted them to know nothing of their religion and of their religious beliefs. Mind you, 80% of the stories out of the Bible are carbon copies of predecessor religions that preceded the writing of the Bible, coming out of not only Egypt, some coming out of the other parts of the Middle East, the Far East. And if you really want to be real specific, even the Egyptians borrowed from the Kemet and all of those most ancient religions that come out of the Horn of Africa and out of Ethiopia and Kenya and over there. So please don't get me started on the fact that their stories are borrowed from everybody else's stories that they just changed to sound like their own. I'm not going to go down this road. Nope. Please don't get me started. Y'all know I'll go all the way down this road. Exactly. We can't get people to see the insurrection for what it is. Child. A mess. A mess. We just got a whole ass mess. But why should I expect anything of substance to come out of the mouth or out of the brain of someone who calls themselves DaBaby? Not the baby, DaBaby with a D. Why? A grown ass man who wants to be a homophobe and a bigot and wants to call out gay people, but you around here calling yourself DaBaby. Make that shit make sense. A mess. A mess. Just a mess. Hmm. Just a mess. Y'all know when I get down, y'all know when I go, I'm trying not to go down this road because y'all know when I go down this road, I go all the way down this road and talk about the fact that we as black people are now and always have been the superior people. Black people have always been the superior people. Always. The most intelligent, the most athletic, the most spiritual, the most culturally sound, the best of everything that the human species has to offer comes from us. Comes from us. Let's be clear. Everything. Which is why every time they try to do any type of scientific study, they start with us. They ain't start with they raggedy asses. Yeah. Can somebody tell me if really B is ready to go live? Cause hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me text her. Since y'all don't want to tell me nothing. I need to text my sis. See what time she going live. All right. I'm back. All right, I'm back. I had to text my sis and see what time she going live. Oh, the live is at 6:45. Okay. Okay, thank you, Yocrates. Thank you so much. Thank you, Xavier. Okay. I don't like to step on my people. I am doing Lovers and Friends. Oh, it premieres tonight. Yes, I plan to do Lovers and Friends. Um Jason, I ain't gonna even get started on that. Okay. These people who have no clue. What a great friend to not try to mess around with your friend. Not great friend. Listen, y'all know that's the big sis. We don't play around now. We windmills for my big sisters and Jada and stuff. We windmills out here. So I think it ended. Yes, I think Rolling Out ended yesterday. Why haven't you done a review? You know what? I watched the encore, Yocrates. I really do. I probably should do a review on it. I did a review of the first 3 episodes that kind of lasted about 5 minutes because it was a 5, 6 minute drag of the twins who are fucking mess, who are a goddamn mess. And I hated that Nivea didn't drag those whores up and down those stairs by their nappy ass wigs. I really wanted Nivea to drag those whores by their nappy ass wigs. But I felt like it, that's all it would have done. Because let's be clear, there's only 2.5 singers that are there. Nivea, followed by Shamari, and the half singer was Aubrey. The rest of them whores ain't singers like that. The rest of them whores are not singers like that. It's Nivea, followed by Shamari, and Aubrey could sing a little bit too. But that's about it. and we don't want to hear Aubrey sing because that means that you're gonna have to put her on stage and on a video, and we don't want to lay eyes on whatever the fuck that is. That, you know, building blocks of the human body that they threw together and put out there. Can I get more cosign and Elijah on my screen instead of the twins? Can y'all put more cosign and Elijah on screen? That's all I want. I'm just saying. Cause girl, child cosign better than me because I wouldn't have sent them nothing. They would have got no flowers. They would have got nothing, baby. I would have drugged them for everything they was worth. Not physically, but I would have verbally went in and let have, and they wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing. They wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing. Pam needs to let it go too. Pam, you a whole ass lesbian. You can't tell me Pam is not at night over there looking on cooters up in that house. Pam over there looking on cooters in the house. She give me that she a whole stud just trying to act like she not with this hair or whatnot, and she probably be bullying them at night. Go open them legs. Open them legs. Girl, let me get that cat. You got a fat cat. Let me get that cat. That's what Pam. Pam be at night looking on Cooter over there. Y'all tell me I'm lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Pam be over there looking on Cooter. She be over there looking on Cooter. Shut up. Pam be over there looking on Cooter, honey. Right, because what are they gonna do now? I'm telling you what they're trying to do. I think they're purposely trying to get it piss everybody off and get everybody kicked out so that they could be the only two on the I think they secretly only want Pam, Lamisha, and Irish left because none of them can sing. And so if left with them, the twins are the best singers, so they could do all of the leads, all of the parts, and it's really gonna be their album. I'm just telling y'all what I know, but I didn't know who or what the fuck a Cherish was when this show came out. What's going on, bro? What's good, Jaded? I didn't know who or what a Cherish. I can't name you one song by Cherish. I cannot name you a single song. I have no idea what they were, who they are, or what they were. I don't know a single song. I can tell you songs by everybody else in that house except for the two loudest, most disrespectful ass motherfuckers. A mess. Not a girl next. I like next. Next was my group. Baby, when you're crying, I get so excited. Ooh, try but I can fight it. That was my group. But you dancing real close. Was real slow. Making it hard for me. Also on your request that you dance like naked. Boo's almost blind. We're sexy. Oh yeah. Yeah, boo, I like it. I just got a notification. Jada Nerd going live in 30 minutes. Really gonna be live in about 8 minutes. I don't know what she's gonna talk about. I don't know if she's gonna talk about I don't know if she's gonna talk about DaBaby or not. Jada said he's going live in 30 minutes. He's probably gonna drag DaBaby for everything he's worth. I don't know. Y'all check out all my siblings around here. Okay. Y'all put some shout-outs in the chat. I'm about to get out of here. So y'all can go use the bathroom, have a drink, pick you something to eat, do what you got to do before the people go live. Because I know Big Sis going live at 6:45, Jada going live sometime a little bit after 7. So wait, really BTV is live? Well, really BTV already live. Let me get up off here now. Shondo's in the chat. Shondo's around the building. And she just texted me and said 6:45, God. Anyway, I'm getting up off here. Like I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. We gonna have to have a chat one day about going down Mother Africa and talking about the history of Africa and religion and stuff like that, because I see that that's something that y'all are interested in. Um, and I really, we really need to delve into that, and so we can talk about that. But that's some good stuff there. But anyway, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. It is much obliged and much appreciated. And I thank you for it. We're gonna get up out of here so we can go over and be with our people. Um, and so forth. Good, Xavier. If y'all want, I can make it a panel discussion and some of y'all can come up. We can talk about it together. Um, anyway, until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.